All right, welcome. Hey, I wanted to teach just a really important concept for real estate investing. If you are forking over big earnest money checks right now, or your realtor is telling you have to write these big ones or whatever, you're getting caught up in this hype of big earnest money checks, this message is particularly important to you. Did you know that if you make a simple action like go one day past your inspection period and then later find out that you didn't like the deal, you're bound to hand over your earnest money in most cases, unless you have some other contingency. And for reasons like that, and also reasons of you not burning all of your reserves, you don't want to do big earnest money checks. Okay, so I'm going to teach you the three simple fundamentals to avoiding writing big earnest money checks. Okay, it works like this. Number one, you got to avoid on-market deals. What I mean by that is stuff that's listed on the multiple listing service. Okay, can you get a good deal there every once in a while? Sure, but do you focus your business off of that? No, those are on-market properties. There's a listing agent and your buyer's agent. One of those agents is going to want you to write a big earnest money check, okay? You don't want to get caught up in that game. The other thing is that there's thousands of other people shopping on the multiple listing service, so they force you into multiple offer situations. So it ends up getting into this big auction or bidding war in a lot of properties that are halfway good properties. So we want to avoid on-market properties and get off-market, okay? How do you get off-market? You come to social media. That's the fastest way that I know of to get off-market properties. You come to social media, you start running ads, okay? If you need help with the ads, we got a button below this video. You can get our team's help for free. We'll go through it with you. We'll show you what we're doing. But the point of this video is that I want to teach you how to avoid writing big earnest money checks. It works like this, okay? You get off-market deals. Number two, you make the assumption that the seller is okay with $1 earnest money, okay? Now I'm gonna give you the script for this in just a minute, but I don't want you to mess up the order of these. Like, don't try to insert the script before you make the assumption. What I mean by that is this, and if you do that, you're probably doomed to get a big fat rejection. The seller's gonna say no if you mess this part up, okay? So pay attention to this part, okay? If you're sitting down face-to-face with a seller, or if you do it electronically and you send the purchase agreement to them by DocuSign, doesn't matter either way, you're going to make the assumption that $1 earnest money is okay. Okay, you're filling out the purchase agreement, you write the purchase price, you get to the earnest money section, you write $1, you get to the spot where it says, where does the $1 go to your title company or your escrow company? You write in your escrow company's name, Chicago, Fidelity, whatever title company it is that you happen to be working with. And you just keep right on going. You don't stop, you have confidence, and you don't squirm whatsoever. You just keep on moving through that section of the contract. Rarely do I have a seller that will object to that. No kidding, okay? And same thing with clients and students that we've helped. Like, we teach them, keep moving right through that. You don't have to sit back and let the seller negotiate you up on earnest money. That's just silly. You just keep on moving. Now, for the time, the 1 out of 10 that it might happen, then here is the script that you're going to be prepared for, okay? But don't mess it up. Don't insert the script first. Just make the assumption first and keep right on moving. Okay, the script works like this, okay? So you're going to educate them first. If they say something like, well, hey, my neighbor said that I'm supposed to get $10,000 earnest money. I want the $10,000, okay? Then you say, well, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, just so you understand, first and foremost, earnest money doesn't go to buyer or seller. It goes to the escrow company. It goes and sits in their locked account. It doesn't benefit you financially right now. It doesn't benefit me right now. It just sits there. And our company policy is to do $1 earnest money because we're closing in, insert whatever closing time frame you have. We're closing in 3 weeks, and you're going to have $150,000 cash at that time as soon as we close. So we do $1 earnest money, and since it just sits in an escrow account, it doesn't benefit you or me, we're going to close on this thing in 3 weeks. You're going to have the cash then anyways. Okay, so are you still okay with 3 weeks closing time frame? Okay, great. And you make the assumption and you keep moving, keep on moving, okay? Now, if they happen to object from that, which rarely will they object from that, as long as you're confident and you keep moving, okay? If they happen to object from that again, then what you're going to want to say is, and you're going to want to work this out with whoever is inside your company ahead of time. But you'll say, well, hey, listen, Mr. or Mrs. Seller. And I'm giving you this because I know what it's like to be sitting in the room with the seller when they're like pressing you and like You just want to make them happy so you can get the deal, you can sign the contract, and then move out, right? Okay, you want to make everybody happy and then keep marching. Well, so I'm giving you this outlet, okay? So the outlet works like this. It's kind of like your button to call a friend, phone a friend. You're going to say, well, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, our company policy is just like I stated, like we're going to get the cash to you in 3 weeks since we're closing in 3 weeks anyways. So we only do $1 earnest money. But just for you guys, let me make a call to my partner and see what my partner is willing to do. Can you give me a minute to step outside? Okay, great, thanks. And then you step out of the room, you call your partner or your supervisor, however your company structure works, and you talk about it with them. And what I would suggest is that you've got a predetermined $500 maximum earnest money worked out in advance. So then you can come back in the room and you can say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, my partner approved doing our maximum, and this is our max. We won't go any higher than this, but we'll put $500 in the escrow account for you just so you have peace of mind. Now, we're still closing in 3 weeks. Is that okay with you? And then you keep moving. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? So it's going to come down to your confidence and then just making sure that you deliver that with confidence. Okay? Boom. No problem. This, as soon as you practice this and you actually initiate this as a company policy, it will be much easier for you. Okay, so what are the 3 takeaways? Off-market deals. You don't want to mess around with stuff that's on the MLS. Off-market deals. If you need help with that, click that link below, and my team can probably help you with it. We'll show you what we're doing at least to get off-market deals. Number 2, be assumptive. When you write that contract, or if you fill it out electronically and send it to them, just assume that they're okay with $1 earnest money. And then number 3, if they object, use the script. Educate them first. Earnest money sits in an escrow account, doesn't benefit you right now. And then secondarily, it's our company policy to do $1 earnest money since we're closing in 3 weeks, and you'll have all the cash then. Okay, awesome. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. If you did, awesome, great. We'll have more of them for you. If you want any help whatsoever in getting off-market deals, then I encourage you to take an opportunity to get a free call with our team by clicking that link below. And our team would be happy to help you out on your journey as you're mapping through this stuff. Okay, thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.